In news from Jamaica, Finance Minister Audley Shaw is decrying the serious trade imbalance that exists between Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. The two Caribbean nations are already embroiled in immigration tensions, but according to the minister, trade is another area where the two are incompatible. According to Mr. Shaw, the data shows that for the first 4 months of 2016, Jamaica imported $13.4 billion in goods from Trinidad, but the island only exported $178.9 million in return.
The figures show that while Jamaica imported some $13.4 billion from Trinidad and Tobago, in the 4-month period from January to April of this year. Anybody want to take one guess what we exported to Trinidad in the same 4-month period? Jamaica, 500, good guess. Jamaica only exported, Mr. Speaker, $178.9 million to Trinidad and Tobago over the same period, representing a mere 1.36% of Trinidad and Tobago's exports to Jamaica. 1.36%. No wonder we are treated with impunity and told we are special area set aside for us to deport us overnight.
Mr. Shaw noted that of the $178.9 million worth of goods Jamaica exported to Trinidad, only $23 million was real goods produced in Jamaica.
When our exports to Trinidad and Tobago are further analyzed, we find that we only exported. You think we exported real goods of $178 million? No, we never did. A further detailed analysis now shows that of the $178 million that we exported to Trinidad and Tobago, only $23 million, representing 12.9% of our exports of $178 million, was real goods produced in Jamaica. $23 million of real goods, and exported to them, so that the balance, that $23 million, Mr. Speaker, represents what? 0.0174% of Trinidad's total exports to Jamaica.
According to Mr. Shaw, Jamaica has been exporting empty oil tanks to Trinidad. The finance minister says the country's failure to be competitive within the region is also indicative of the local economy struggling to achieve growth.
We exported, Mr. Speaker, back to Trinidad and Tobago empty tanks, $117 million. You know what the empty tanks are? That is oil tanks that came down from Trinidad with oil, and we export it back and they put a nominal value on it. Empty tanks. So what we're exporting? What we end up exporting here? Mr. Speaker, we're exporting empty tanks back to Trinidad, so air in these empty tanks. Empty air. This paints a picture of the seriousness of our situation, which must be addressed, Mr. Speaker. Must be addressed.